By the way, my computer died, and it gave me the little battery warning when I plugged it back in to turn it on.
Oh. Have you seen the WCS yesterday? That was crazy, the last game, or the second semifinals live against Tager. And the
I
crowd
was out of the
was...
house all day yesterday.
Oh.
I
Okay.
taught
Okay,
one
so
game, I think.
in the top left base for Team LickyPiddy, A New Hope, it's Darking, Terran from Mexico, and another Terran on the right, another player from North America. It's prOkilleR from the USA.
Should have made this 1v1v1 and put me in too. It's all of North America.
Oh yes, yes. Oh wow. Maybe I should just leave and it's an all-American or all-NA party.
The Darking thinks he's figured out prOkilleR's TBT. Now the question is he going to go for the same build again?
Yes.
If he goes for the same Banshee into double drop with tanks and marines, it becomes a little bit predictable. But if he doesn't, then Darking is prepared for the wrong thing completely.
I actually think that prOkilleR will go for the same build. He didn't really scout in the last games, so yes, he's a few leagues higher than... Oh, well, I don't think he's much higher than Darking in the ladder, so he might take this this map more serious. Oh, sorry, I deactivated the production tab. No, once again no scout for prOkilleR, and in TVT I think not scouting is normally really bad, and he has a lot of confidence in his control and build. So Darking went for gas first as well, and we go for a Reaper? I think so, right? No. Wow. He goes for the reactor first. That's pretty greedy, I think. But since we haven't seen a Reaper so far by prOkilleR, it's not a big problem. And there's a Marine first as well in on this map, so it should be okay for Darking. Some nice arrests against the SCV building. Oh, goes for an expansion. The question is, will he go for double Reaper? Or no?
Sorry about that.
No problem. So Darking went for a Reaper first, sorry, a Reactor first, and now builds 2 Marines. So no Reaper. And he goes for a fast expansion, so...
And prOkilleR's doing, looks like the exact same build.
Yes.
Second gas, the 1 Hellion.
Once again.
Tech lab on the barracks right now.
Yes, no Reaper, nothing. And here's the starport. The thing is, if Darking is able to hold the push, he's pretty much ahead. I think, because he has a second base and... Or it's almost completed and prOkilleR hasn't even started it, so...
No engineering bay though, that's the biggest issue.
Yes, that's really interesting.
The good news is he has really good vision of his base, so the Doom Drop isn't going to catch him off guard. He doesn't have anything really to counter. Engineering base coming
the
down.
Engineering bay, yes. And he adds a starport as well, so... I think adding a mine...
how good his turret positioning is.
I think adding a mine would be cool. A widow mine.
Put a mine somewhere on the outside of your base and
Yes.
hope for the best.
Or even on the edge of the base, because you can hope for the medivacs, or at least for
somewhere
the
near that
Banshee.
supply depot at the top. Or near
great
this factory. Anywhere along the edge there. He scans, he sees the late CC, he doesn't see much else, does he?
Yes, no. He doesn't see the Banshee. It's interesting that he goes for a Banshee with cloak, but he only builds 1 Banshee.
Yeah, it's a big commitment for only one.
Yes.
Is he going to see it with the tower? No, it doesn't quite see it with the tower. His turret is ready though, and the Viking will be out by the time the Banshee gets there.
Sure. Yes. At least the turn in the main has finished, and the one in the expansion should be, yes, should be ready just in time. And
The Viking gets a couple free shots off also. Well, it looks like prOkilleR has found the sweet spot. With one scan he could get him now though. Couldn't he?
yes,
No, quite.
he doesn't, right? I think it's understandable that he doesn't scan, because 300 minerals is a lot.
Only 2 kills though.
Yes.
That's a successful defense.
Yes, and it didn't really
But-
pay out for prOkilleR. He adds a tank
Do-
now, but
He's gearing up for his same Dune drop again, it looks like.
yes, I think so too. The Raven, once again to be safe against the Banshees, but there were no Banshees, so I think with proper scouting he could cut the Raven and add another Banshee or a Medivac or a Viking.
Darking's adding another Viking, looks like he wants to intercept the medevacs.
Yes, that's pretty good, I
What
think.
about Drift? The single Viking of prOkilleR last game managed to pick off one medevac after everything had dropped. But if you manage to pick off one medevac with a little bit left in it, or manage to pick off both medevacs, that weakens the push a whole lot.
Yeah. Where's I heard the Banshee? Where is it? Oh, okay.
Gets him another kill. The Raven isn't moving,
Yes.
so Darking won't be able to kill it. There's the worker tab.
Interesting that he built another tech lab to the factory and didn't just swap it with the reactor.
Workers are almost even at this point,
Yeah.
though. So it's not even like he's going to have that big an advantage if he holds the Dune drop. The Dune drop's moving out now. The Vikings... Oh... The Vikings are going to get it.
Oh. Oh. Fast reaction and he might lose his Vikings. Wow. But he turns.
No, they're on the high ground. He won't lose anything.
Yes.
But he does push back the Dune drop at least. And he has a bunker at the front, so he should be able to hold there.
Yes. I think it's interesting. No one, or yes, neither of the players have added a third CC yet. So, oh, now prOkilleR does it. And I
Stim
think
timing is pretty... Stim is 15 seconds faster for prOkilleR, but +1 is 50 seconds faster for Darking.
yes.
Mars turret's coming down, so he's really paranoid about this big drop threat.
There he
And it turns
dropped
out
his-
he's right to be, because
Oh,
here comes
yes.
the drop.
I think, oh, he has.
Pretty fast reaction, but there's no medevacs. There's not much he can do. The auto turret's nice,
I
I
like the
guess.
auto turret, right? Oh, that's.
The same Doom drop that
Yes.
you with Doom prOkilleR.
It's just pretty good.
Yeah.
He should
Doom
be able
drop's
to.
good strategy. Oh, you're able to clean it up. How many...
Yes, he did lose
Behind
14
14 workers
SCVs.
now.
Wow. And
So
look
worker
at
count is
the.
43 to 27.
Yes, that's wow. Income
I don't
wise,
understand what Darking's marine positioning was like in the build up to that. He had turrets at the top of his base, but then didn't
Yes.
bother moving his marines downwards.
that was a little bit unlucky, I think, because they were stuck between the the tech lab and the turret.
Yeah. There was an extra tech lab hanging out in his base.
Yes, it was where the starport was at that. So
Yeah.
and he hasn't. Oh, his third CC. Wow, hidden third base. That's interesting. So if
That's one way to get back into a game,
yes,
when you're down 50 supply.
problem is that here prOkilleR has his third base as well.
He also has combat shields on the way.
Yes.
And that makes a big difference in tank fights.
We have a look at the upgrade. So There's no
+1 for both.
advantage for any
Oh, there's
one
a fight
of
going in the
them.
middle of the map. Oh, Raven's gonna go down. Raven's definitely gonna go down. He's hanging out there. There we go.
He should really repair the tank, I think.
Yeah, it matters in last, but he...
I like the addition of the sensor tower for Darking, so he can see.
Yeah, I don't get
possible drops
prOkilleR
again.
sensor tower. prOkilleR sensor tower just doesn't see any
No,
drops, really.
Really,
I don't understand
it's
that
just
one.
for some run-bys.
I guess so.
But
When he already
Run-bys-
controls the tower, it's not that useful.
yes.
Combat shield is finishing up now, and hasn't even started yet for Darking. So for the next 110 seconds, he's gonna have a big advantage in any marine fight.
Yes, especially in Bio versus tank, this makes a huge difference.
He's also up 20 supply. Sorry, 20 worker supply and 20 army supply.
Yes.
Second factory and an armory on the way now. Darking's loading up a drop. 2 drops, 3 drops, but no tank, so it's not quite a doom drop.
Nope.
Seems a little bit odd to me. I think at this point, going halfway in...
No, you won't be intercepted.
I think the
I
3...
should
the Banshee
really,
spot?
this tank is
Banshee
in siege.
I don't like the medevac marine drop. I think that either he has to go fully with the drop and then add some tanks to it, or he has to keep all his units at home to defend.
It's pretty good for the attacker, I think, this position, because it's normally you can
Darking's tanks are stuck so far behind.
yes, and you can control the ramp with the marines on the high ground, and the defender has a pretty hard time actually breaking it because the tanks are in the background.
Yeah. I think Darking needs to try to move some tanks to his ramp.
Yes, and he should repair his factory, I think.
Well, he needs a tech lab on it to be useful anyway.
Some reinforcements coming for
Two more factories
prOkilleR.
going out of the top of his base. And now combat shield is finally on its way. But is it too late?
prOkilleR is actually 70 supply ahead. Wow.
Yeah.
Once again, a pretty hard position. Yes.
Whatever happened to the triple drop? Did he turn back, I guess?
I think he turned back. I looked at the minimap and he wasn't there anymore. I think he dropped it in his own base again when he was sieging. It's also really difficult to drop on the tanks, or it's actually pretty impossible because all these marines will kill the medivacs.
I think prOkilleR should try to shuttle more marines onto the high ground. His marines on the low ground are kind of useless. Trying to get his marines, or at least his tanks, to the high ground. That, as much as he's controlling that position right now, that position isn't really all that important to Darking.
Yes, if he can at least gain some control back over this place, so next to the depot, I think it would be pretty important because it's the ramp. So if prOkilleR is able to intercept all units on the ramp,
none of the siege tanks can reach the ramp. prOkilleR siege tanks. They
yes,
need to be down to the left a bit.
if
So
Darking
if he
would
just goes
move
over the
his,
supply depot.
his siege
If
tank
he moves
from
over the supply depot. Right, sorry, you go.
ah, cool. The siege tank has been moved and now he can at least gain some control back. Does he have any Vikings at the moment? No, I don't think. Or, well, one Viking. And with that Viking he could at least try to zone out the medivacs. Sorry. Having a look at the upgrades, it's the attack upgrade is bad. Darking has a little advantage in the attack upgrade, and wow, a lot of siege tanks are dying. I don't think the Darking is able to break this contain. He's 40 supply behind. No, Yes, another drop for taking out at least 1-2 tanks. The third one is gonna fall soon.
Yeah. He's really broken up at this point.
Yes, the third base for Darking isn't mining that much, so could add some workers, I think. That would be pretty good because his income is, well, it's actually higher at the moment than prOkilleR's, but it was far behind for a long time. Now the natural CC gets attacked. Yes, he gives it up, forfeits it. Can he save it, or looks like he's able to save it? Oh, already 30 workers down.
It was down for a while.
He doesn't quite. I think Darking should have pushed through, because it got even harder now to break the remaining tanks.
And prOkilleR just has enough orbitals that he can scan continuously,
Yes.
really. No, he can take out those tanks at least.
Oh, great. But now
But
he
he
has
has
no
no
anti-air against drops. But also prOkilleR is backing off now.
These bases are getting awkwardly close to each other.
Yes, I don't. Yes, and it doesn't look like prOkilleR knows about one of these. No, he doesn't know at all about these bases. Darking knows. Yes, with the sensor tower, he should know about the fourth base, but yes, I
Yeah.
would favor. Yes, okay. Having a look at the supply, it's more than double the supply for almost
Yeah, it's
3
just a little
times.
bit of a difference.
So
There's also the +2 armor is the difference.
yes. Oh yes, I think Darking cutted it, right? Or did cut it.
Well, he's only ever on 1 epic. prOkilleR's been on 2 for a while.
Darking has one attack upgrade for the mech units, but I don't think it will matter that much. That's wow. That's a lot. And a huge doom drop is coming up.
Good news is he has like 1 missile turret.
Yes,
flying
and
maneuvers.
he even drops exactly into the gap. Having all these.
And that should be about it.
No. It's too small, too tiny. Now I think if he's GG
Yeah,
and
GG.
wow, 3-0. This time it took longer, but still.